guys, I'm Jessa and welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I am going to make my own world drawing, so sit back and relax and we're ready for takeoff. Char! So now, I am going to start making my own world, so please bear with me guys because I am not an artist. So sabot-sabot lang tayo dapita. So I'm going to start. So I have here my mahiwagang gasol, band paper, my crayons, my ruler, and my ball pen. So let's start. First, I will draw a circle and I'm going to label the parts of my world. So, these are the north, the south, the east, and the west. Using a ruler, I will put a line here. This line, it will be divided into 4 parts. This line here is called the prime meridian, and this is the equator. This is the longitude. This is the latitude. Next thing I will do is I'm going to make the geographic features. In the north hemisphere, I will put the glaciers in here. As we know, the north part of the area is has a very cold weather because they get a very light direct sunlight. The North Pole is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean, and this remote area is covered with ice. In the Southern Hemisphere, the weather is slightly milder than the Northern Hemisphere due to the high altitude and more continental climate remote from the oceans. I'll just put here some hills and mountains beneath the ice. In the eastern part, the climate is warm, but it has a few truly tropical and muggy months. It is warm to hot all year around and it has a less rain. I'll put the mountains in here. And in this lower part will be the plateau. In the western part, the climate is semi-arid. The regions gets high amount of rain or snow. On the other part are true desert which receive less than 5 inches of rain per year. I will put the geographical landform of the desert in here, and this upper part will be some snowy mountains. In the northern part of my world is I will put an igloo for the shelter of my people. And I will put my people here. And this tool is called the ice pad or an auger, which they use for living. They will just cut a circle here in the icy part of the place, and they will get their fish in there. And my people wear a fleece or sweater, thermal socks, warm pants, gloves, and a hat. In the eastern part of my world is I will draw a nipa house and some vegetable plants in here, some trees, and some rice terraces. Selling vegetables and rice is their kind of living. In the lower part of my eastern world there is a plateau which I will put some houses on top, and some farming also, and some mines where their kind of living is they will get some minerals in the plateaus. Maybe they will get some golds, iron, nickels for them to sell the things. In the southern part will be the snowy mountains, just like the northern hemisphere. I will just put also an igloo, and the way of their living is also ice fishing. In the western part will be the desert mountains and the snowy mountains. I will put here a house that is called kucha. It is a house made of mud and straw. And the people here, their way of living is some root of the desert plants or the crops growing in the unfertile land, and some meat of the animals. So in the upper here, also an igloo. Just like in the northern and the southern, their way of living is ice fishing. In the center, I will put a house here for the people living in the sea area, and a bangka for the way of their living is fishing. In their community daily activities, they can do trade on different areas. Like if they're living in the sea, they can travel using their boat to the east part and trade their fishes into vegetables. And also in the eastern part, they can also trade their vegetables here in the center. To these people around here in my world, through communication and visiting other places, they can interact with other people and they can understand the way how they live. So I'm done making my own world. So please do click the like button and subscribe. I hope you enjoy watching my videos. And thanks for watching. Bye!